Welcome to today's episode, where we're journeying back to ancient Greece to explore a fascinating mystical concept known as Metis, a form of wisdom that defies the limits of conventional reality. Through the eyes of philosophers like Parmenides and Empedocles, we'll dive into their secrets for transcending the ordinary, based on the profound insights in Peter Kingsley's book, Reality. To understand Metis, we first have to step back and see how the ancient Greeks viewed knowledge and wisdom. For them, Metis wasn't ordinary knowledge. It was a rare form of cunning intelligence, a blend of intuition, foresight, and shrewdness. This isn't the rational, structured thinking that we usually associate with philosophy. Instead, it's deeply mysterious, elusive, and closely tied to nature, instinct, and the supernatural. Metis was personified by the goddess Metis, a figure associated with trickery and wisdom. According to mythology, Metis was the mother of Athena, the goddess of wisdom. But Metis's wisdom wasn't limited to structured logic. It was more primal, a way of outsmarting or moving beyond the conventional rules of reality. While Metis began as a concept of cunning used by hunters or warriors, Greek philosophers, especially Parmenides and Empedocles, transformed it into a profound tool for breaking through reality itself. Peter Kingsley argues that these philosophers weren't only concerned with abstract theory, they were teaching ways to directly experience reality beyond ordinary perception. Kingsley shows us that these ancient thinkers used Metis as a way to access higher states of consciousness. Their practices were mystical, designed to move people beyond the illusions of everyday life. In their view, true wisdom wasn't about logical arguments. It was about a journey into the depths of consciousness, guided by intuition and an awareness that goes beyond logic. Let's dig deeper into how Metis was used to break free from reality. Kingsley explains that reality, as we perceive it, is often a construction, a layer of mental habits and social conditioning that keeps us locked into predictable patterns. Through Metis, Greek philosophers sought to escape these patterns and connect with a more fundamental reality. Think of Metis as a wisdom that helps you see through illusions. Where logic builds walls, Metis knows how to slip through cracks and see what lies beyond. This approach is much closer to meditation or mystical experience than what we typically think of as philosophy. One of the most famous philosophers who embraced Metis was Parmenides. Most people know him as the father of Western philosophy, but according to Kingsley, he was actually teaching a mystical, experiential way of knowing. In his poem, Parmenides describes a journey into the underworld, where he encounters a goddess who shows him the true nature of reality. This journey isn't just poetic, it's symbolic of the path inward, into oneself. The underworld represents diving beneath the surface of everyday reality. Parmenides' goddess reveals that reality is an illusion, and true knowledge comes from going beyond appearances. Kingsley argues that this journey was more than a metaphor. It was a practical guide for mystical experiences that take us beyond what we normally perceive as real. Empedocles was another philosopher who embodied Metis. He believed that the world was made of four elements: earth, water, air, and fire. But he saw these elements not only as physical substances, but as symbols for spiritual transformation. Empedocles taught that by understanding and embodying the qualities of these elements, a person could achieve spiritual enlightenment and transcend their earthly limitations. This was another way of using Metis, not just to know intellectually, but to transform oneself at the deepest levels. Kingsley suggests that Empedocles believed in reincarnation, and that through mastering Metis, one could break free from the cycle of birth and death. So, how can Metis be applied as a practice? Kingsley argues that Metis involves a quieting of the logical mind, allowing intuition and insight to take over. It's about being adaptable, perceptive, and in tune with hidden aspects of reality. By practicing this deep awareness, we learn to see through the illusions that keep us bound to superficial ways of living. Through meditation, self-reflection, and learning to trust our intuition, we can cultivate our own Metis. This is how the ancient Greeks intended philosophy to be used, as a way to pierce through reality, not just to analyze it. In the end, Metis teaches us to live in two worlds at once, the world of everyday appearances and a deeper, hidden reality. Through the wisdom of Metis, we're reminded that there's more to life than what we see. By cultivating this hidden intelligence, we can break free from limiting beliefs and experience life with a heightened sense of wonder. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Metis and the mystical wisdom of ancient Greek philosophers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. How do you experience Metis in your life? Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking what lies beyond.